Welcome back. Welcome back to the 24-hour show. Thank you so much for joining us. I am your host, Brittany, along with
Ed Monies, you already know it's sunny, 67 up in Los Angeles, and you know what today is? It's Saturday. We're gonna be giving you guys 28 days straight of this Robinhood content. So
Prepare to be sick of us.
this is literally only content for Hood retail shareholders, and we'll be just getting into all the stuff that Robinhood has made available. 2024 was such a big year. Q4 earnings are on February 12th, and we're gonna be, they don't really move too much on their earnings calls, but it takes a little bit for the market to digest what they're doing, and then we usually go. So,
well, us celebrating our 53 close and our normalizing 50, it seems like they're digesting a little bit faster. So appreciative towards that. We have really exciting times ahead.
yeah, we got Robinhood trading at 51.14 in the overnight markets. It's not bad. We had a good week of 50s. It was approaching 54 this week. We had a little drawdown.
Pullbacks are healthy. Pullbacks are healthy, but we don't want it to be overvalued, of course.
Let's normalize 50. Let's celebrate it, but let's normalize it. I have yet to buy any in the 50s. So we'll see how that goes.
You notice how I stayed silent there, right? You notice I just kind of listened.
I did sell some covered calls at 54. I bought them back at the last little baby dip, and then I sold some more covered calls at 57. So this dip's looking good. You want to be able to make money in the market up, down, sideways, and when you really lock into a stock, this is what we did with Robinhood. When you really lock into a stock, you're able to make moves and stuff whenever the market's being crazy. So
if you are extremely bullish on the stock, I wouldn't say be making these plays on a stock that you actually don't want to keep for the long term.
Yeah, because these guys are a long term play. So you definitely don't want to just do it for premium. You want to make these options worth it.
This is the future of finance, guys. That's future of finance we're talking about here. Get in early.
And speaking of future of finance, they did release their futures. They did release index options. This closes out their 2024 roadmap. So
yes.
we're still waiting on a 2025 roadmap, which will be awesome. We know that at least 3 events are going to be expected on there. Vlad said that himself. He's going to do 3 events. So you can picture something like the Gold Standard event from 2024 or the Legend Awakens. They did the summit. They did the Investors Day. They really locked in. They did all kinds of stuff for people. So
they really have. Do you have any ideas or guesses what you think it would be?
I think it's going to be another great rollout on Gold Standard stuff. It might be more just perks for the people who pay for gold. I've had little conversations with people on Twitter, and they do like all the perks that Robinhood gets, but they're like, oh, I can get most of those perks and not even pay for it by using different stuff. And I'm like, well, one, it's better to obviously have all your money in one spot. But secondly,
that's a good point.
These guys are actually changing the game, and so my $5 for gold gets paid back to me 20 times over between 3% matches on the Roth, 2% on any rollovers, 1% on some deposits. If you got
the gold perks truly do pay the $5 fee. It truly does pay for itself. I would get in while it's still $5 because as the perks grow, obviously the membership fee is looking to grow as well.
Right.
I think that we might be doing something with the NBA. I'm hoping for maybe one of the rollouts. You see that they have the jerseys now, and the Miami Heat and the Grizzly jerseys are probably my favorite. And they just started an NBA Miami Heat sweepstakes. So go and enter. You just have to tag and follow Robinhood.
Just tag me though. Tag me.
Tag me, Brittany's Bliss. Look out for your girl.
And I don't think any of that DeepSeek stuff has affected Robinhood.
Good point. Yeah, what a crazy week in the markets. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
But on politically speaking, they are making waves. Vlad via Robinhood donated over $2 million to Trump's inauguration, and then
so important to put your money where your mouth is. If you want cryptocurrency to be regulated, normalized, I think it just makes sense to support candidates that are open, willing, and ready to speak about deregulation. I mean, the firing or the termination of Gary Gensler, that was just such a moment, such a win for the people, I have to truly say.
I feel like Trump slapped him in the face by dropping the meme coin. It was because he dropped the meme coin. It was like a real fu to that.
I said that was his see ya later. This is the new world that we're going into right now. And you see so many other founders, CEOs following in Trump's lead. I just noticed somebody said, I think it was the Winklevoss twins, and they said, if you don't basically terminate Gary Gensler's teaching role at Cambridge right now, they're not going to hire any graduates.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That is really making a statement, really putting your money where your mouth is. That's what we're talking about. That's the kind of conviction we need.
Yeah. Speaking of putting your money where your mouth is, if you're really bullish on Hood, a new leverage ETF that came out called ROBN. And this is like a 2x leverage, so they're hoping to get 2x the market movements, which definitely obviously leaves you more risks available. But yeah,
this ETF is perfect for traders looking to amplify their exposure to Robinhood stock movements without the inherent risks that come up with leverage products. So definitely want to take a look into that. When is the rollout? That's happening.
That came out Friday, I believe. Yeah.
Wow.
So you're able to go and buy some ROBN. I'm someone who really buys just the stock, but because I do know Hood so much, I am going to probably check this leverage ETF out. I've seen a lot of different leverage products for NVIDIA. I mean, Tesla has some, but I haven't really played with them because I would fumble the swing trade on those. They're so volatile, and if you don't know the semiconductors or the AI robotic space, like it's gonna just jerk you around. So ROBN is the ticker on that leverage ETF, and yeah, if anyone's looking for that, be careful. But your risk to your reward is going to be more than just buying the stock, and it's definitely a lane that you can take. But coupling that with anything that Robinhood is releasing, these guys are going to the moon. So a leverage ETF doesn't sound so bad. Yeah, I'm really I'm excited for what's to come for Robinhood. Let me see if I can pull up that ticker for you guys. Yes.
By the way, I did want to just correct myself. It was actually from MIT that they won't be hiring from. They went to Cambridge, but they will not. The Winklevoss twins will not be hiring from MIT. Moving right along, though. Sorry for that interruption. I wanted to say this is the time. This is the time. It's not time, like when you hear the news, you got to move on the news in this space because you don't want to be FOMOing in. No FOMO this year, guys. We are not FOMOing. We are getting the news and putting our conviction with our money towards that. So I would definitely make those moves and check it out. I'll leave the link in the comment section so that you can take a look on Hood on x.com for yourself. Let's see, what else do we have? I want to talk about the interface updates. We see beautiful new updates with the gold perks. We have that they just added 15 hours ago the updated US index options list, including the SPX, the VIX, the XSP, RET, NDX. And I mean, it's so clean, it's so streamlined, it's absolutely beautiful. For each,
I found some good deals at the end of the day when like you got the last hour of market open
when it's going crazy, especially on a Friday.
You can find some really cheap options on these indexes depending on where the market's going, and you can definitely bet on these indexes, which is pretty cool. A lot of people should probably stay away from that because you'll lose money. But if you know what you're doing, I mean, I tracked a couple plays already where I told Britt, hey, if I dropped 175 and then an hour passes, I'm like, oh, I would have made a lot of money on this. And so.
But it can't be about the shoulda, coulda, woulda.
But I feel like if you train yourself to do a paper trade mentally and you can do it over and over, when you do see the opportunity again, you can execute without it being so risky. And
that's great. Practice mental models, yeah. But let's not do it with the money just yet. So,
what we got next?
There's been a ton of, just because they're changing so much with what they're offering, there's been so much interface update, and it's so beautiful. I love the graphics that we have. When you go to the homepage now, you see your P&L. You see,
Yeah, I like the P&L.
yeah, I love that. They also added on the watch list that we now have an options watch list, so that is great.
And the decks, the screeners are also awesome too. They're very easy to use. The one thing I would critique that this UX has is that it's not good for streaming. I haven't had any.
Yeah.
I couldn't bring up any of the, like, even these browsers that I had to pull up were pretty difficult to log in and show it. But yeah, I was able to still pull up these backgrounds, but
because they're so heavy in media and they've been changing so much with the interface, I think they're going to fix that. You know, they see that they're, you know, the retail investors love to stream, love to make hood content, and it's great for advertisements for them. We see Vlad on so many different shows, podcasts. So I'm pretty sure they're going to try to integrate something that it'll make it easier to stream and pull up and screencast with. But they really are, the interface on the desktop versus mobile is quite different, for sure, to say the least. But I do like using this, just playing around with Robinhood Legend. We haven't really gotten into that too much. We don't play with that, like, but if you are an options trader, Robinhood Legend, that is something to definitely take a look at. You can just send yourself a link from the app, and then obviously take a look on your desktop.
Yeah, well, I think that's it for our show right now. You know, we talked about everything from their new releases to what's coming, and I think this month will be filled with a lot of news for Robinhood. We got earnings halfway through the month, and then hopefully we get more information about the roadmap, events that are going to be this year, and yeah, maybe Brittany and I will be able to vlog one of those events when we pull up, so yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's it for today. You know, shout out to all the Robinhood shareholders, but especially the Hood retail shareholders.
Shout out to you guys. We love you. We're here for you, and we'd love to have you join on us.
And subscribe. Make sure you check the comments. We put some links down there. I'll probably end up putting my referral for stock, just in case you guys want a new stock, or maybe you want to apply for the gold credit card or something.
And we will be doing lives on X soon, so feel free to follow us at 24 Hour Show.
That's right.
Bye.
Bye.